I stopped going out of my house for like 3 years. I stayed in my house for like 3 whole fucking years. Hi guys, welcome back to another podcast. I hope all of you are doing good. I love my energy today. Honestly, I love it. I literally just filmed a vlog. I do not know if I'm going to upload it because it was way too short, but I went shopping today, guys. If you love that shit, amazing. I don't know what's wrong with me. Also something I was like really looking forward to. Like it's not like how should I tell you guys this? Mm, I can't tell it to you all right now. Sorry. It's not like a lot of people are going to be watching this. Like my videos has max 40 views, and that's like not even the bare minimum shit ever. Come on, bro. Do something. Guys, I have absolutely no fucking place to like keep my phone in my car, and this is like so annoying. And also I'm like sitting here without any AC because I recorded this podcast yesterday, like sitting in my car. I was like recording it, and and then I went to edit it, and then I was like, it's too fucking noisy, bitch. I can't do anything about it. Oh my god. And it was like annoying. But now it's like too hot inside the car, and I'm like annoyed. I use annoyed a lot. That's because I'm always annoyed. Like something in me is just like, oh, it's so annoying. Everything in this world is annoying to me. I won't say that word again. I'm sorry. But yeah, coming back to our topic, everybody. Insecurities. Yeah. Now I feel like I'm really experienced to be talking about insecurities because I have experienced being insecure for like a long, long time in my life, and it has also really fucked up a point in my life where I was like, I stopped going out of my house for like 3 years. I stayed in my house for like 3 whole fucking years. Like I was not bounded staying in my house, but like for some reason it was like something like I would not leave my house for any reason. Like I remember going to the supermarket and everybody else would be like, because it was like really close to our house, everybody else would be like, you have a supermarket so fucking close to your house, you can just go by walk and like buy something. But I would get so insecure, and like I would literally die if someone told me to go to the supermarket, especially in the daylight. Because like also I used to live like in this society, right? And like everybody in that society knows everything about everyone. Even if like you do not tell them anything, they still know everything about you, because like the houses are like super close. Because why do I know that? Because like I knew everything about all of my neighbors, even though I never really talked to anyone about it. But like I still knew everything about their lives because the houses were super close, and you could hear literally every single thing about the whatever like they were talking at their house, or like how they were being treated at their house. I literally once saw I don't think I should be mentioning this, but like there was this kid who got really brutally beaten by his mom, and then I was like, bro, oh my god, that's fucking embarrassing. And it wasn't even like in their house. It was like outside on the literal street. Bro, that should have been reported. Oh my god, now that I think of it, that was scary. Till this day I remember it, and I was like, that must have been so fucking embarrassing for him. But he was a kid, so like it doesn't matter. It's okay for kids. Okay, it's not. But yeah, anyways, just like I was saying, that like people know every single thing about you, here, there, like everything. And by this time I was like in middle school, alright? Like it was like I was 10 or 11, probably somewhere around that age, 10, 11, 12, alright? And like I moved countries. I used to live in Dubai, and then I moved to Pakistan during that time in 2017, alright? And the moment I fucking stepped my feet in Pakistan, I was like a little excited for a new life. But what happened was it didn't meet my expectations. People were mean, rude, weird. I don't know. All right. But yeah, the thing was, I was. But the main point was how I got into my insecurities. Like people over here really have this thing where they have to like point stuff out to you. I have said this a lot of times that like people in Pakistan do not give a fuck about you. They just wanna get their viewpoint out, and they're just like that's cool, that's amazing, right? And so yeah, great. But they like literally started to uh go really deep into how I looked, how I acted, and like a lot of those things. Like I do not expect anything better from all those people. Like I do not. I do not have hope in those people that they'll like be acting all right, or at one point in their life they'll feel bad about it. They won't. Of course they won't. That's like something embedded in the culture so fucking deeply that like nobody gives a shit about it anymore. But yeah, I was talking about how I did not leave my house for like 3 whole years. Like I used to go to my school, of course, all right, and I also used to leave my house during the night time, so there were like limited people outside, and like there was no light, so people could not see me, right? And like that's like an annoying way to live, like, you know. And my parents literally used to force me to like get out of my house. They were like, what is up with you, you know, you need to leave the house. But I was like, no, I'll die if I leave the house. Like that was literally the feeling I'll feel. What, that was literally how I felt, like I was going to die if someone like forced me to step outside the house. And in South Asian cultures it's like a huge thing where people are like their girls should not be like leaving the house. But for my parents, it was like, are you fucking insane? Like, what are you doing? Why are you not leaving the house? It was not even like alone. They didn't. At one point, they just stopped caring about me, like even going out with my friends, because even that I would go during the night times, because like I would not dare step a foot outside my house during daylight, bitch. I would die. But yeah, that was like a whole thing, alright. I used to argue a lot with my parents, and then I used to sit in front of my dressing table, alright. Like you've seen that, alright. You've seen the table, everybody. Is what I'm trying to say. But like, yeah, I used to sit on the table, staring at myself in the mirror for like hours and hours and hours, and figuring out what was wrong with my face. Like, what was up with me is what I wonder now. I should not have been like that. Is what my whole. But yeah, coming back to the point where I was like, I literally mixed up the entire two stories, but like, sorry guys. But yeah, I was like not insecure during my time in Dubai. Like I maybe there were some things about it I was insecure about. Like I used to be really insecure about my eyes. I have like these really huge eyes, and like someone once told me that, oh my gosh, you have such huge eyes. She was like pissing me off a lot. Like okay, we were in, like I was in like fourth grade, alright, and there was this girl. She was in our bus, and I was like literally so annoyed at her, and I was so angry at her because she was like pissing me off, bro. I did not know what to do, so I just like started staring at her like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh my god, you have such huge eyes, you look so fucking ugly in that, like in that look. I was like, you just pissed me off a lot more now. Like I literally wanted to hit her, but like I could not, because you can't go around hitting people, all right. There was something up with me ever since I was a kid. Like my temper issues have been so fucking out of control, but like yeah, whatever. So like that happens, and like I get insecure about my eyes, but it wasn't like that deep, because one of my other friends stepped up for me, and she was like, are you dumb, what are you trying to, what are you saying? I don't even remember what she said, but like she was like, she's dumb, alright, you have really pretty eyes. So well, it wasn't that deep until I came to Pakistan. I was like, everybody just had this thing where you have to literally meet the beauty standards. Like it's something about like South Asian cultures, you know, like you gotta be fair, you gotta be pretty, you gotta have amazing big eyes. Even though I did, alright. Like I swear to God, I was so insecure about my eyes. I was insecure about my nose. I was insecure about my lips. Like and this like it was like for a long, long, long time. You know, I was like so damn insecure about all of this. But then, uh, and then during my middle school time, I was also like friends with these really pretty girls. Alright, like around me, around my in my friend group, they were all like really pretty, alright. And it was not that they ever made me insecure about myself, nor was I like ever comparing myself to them. But maybe deep down I was at one point, because I was like, well, they're also pretty. And I even used to go and voice it out to my one of my friends, and she would be like, are you fucking dumb? Oh my gosh, I would not even be friends with you if you were not pretty. I was like, okay, I do not think that is true. And like it was just so deeply embedded in my brain that I was like ugly, because like every single person I would see, I felt like they were judging me, and then I was too deep down in my head. And you're like young and you do not understand stuff, and so of course you're going to limit your beliefs on whatever the people are around you are going to be telling you, right? Just like cool, okay, everybody goes through that phase. And I'm not saying that I was like really pretty to be like fucking insecure about anything, all right? I was not that pretty. Like something that was wrong with me was like my teeth, and then I got my braces, and then it fixed everything in my face, and I was like, wow, I am not that ugly. So yeah, that was the thing. And then later on, even when I would like tell this to my other friends, they'd be like, what? I Something's up with you. But yeah, then I gradually just figured that I was pretty after my braces, and then that was like the entire point. Like, what the fuck was up with me? And now thinking back during that time, and I was like, I would miss out on so many things in my life because of like my insecurities, that like I could have had so much more in my life. Not that what can you get in middle school, right? But there were so many things where I was like, I would not do them because I was like insecure and like stuff and stuff, you know. And now that I think back of it, I'm like, no, it didn't matter, you know. Like the only people who were pretty were like my friend group during that time. And then all the other kids in the class, they were like normal looking. They weren't like gorgeous. They weren't like ugly. They were just like how, you know, middle schoolers look at one point in their life. Like, come on. Everybody has a glow up. That's the thing. Some people have a glow down. I won't mention those people. Most of the people do have a glow up, alright? Like, and I believe you should be like really thankful if you're like ugly in your middle school, because you do not want your prime to be middle school. The way you're gonna fall off that bridge, bitch, it's not cool, you know. But yeah, I even believe that like even in high school you should not be having your prime, and I feel like I did. And like now, what the hell am I gonna be doing in the university, you know? But I don't know. Whatever. I do not think that deeply about how I look now, because I've grown out of that, and I'm like, I'm pretty, alright? Like, till I have that confidence that I'm like pretty, people are gonna perceive me that I'm pretty. Alright? I'm not saying like I'm the most gorgeous person on this earth. I'm just saying, compared to what I used to think that I was ugly, I'm fine. I'm not ugly, is what I'm trying to say, you know. But I do not think that deeply about how I look nowadays, because like I'm like, it's so weird. Like, why do you have to go that deeply digging into your own insecurities, and like you just start to stay in your head a lot, you know? And like this other day, my cousin literally asked me, like, she's like really young, you know, she's like in her middle school era these days, and she's like really cute and really pretty, and I was like, nobody in middle school looks like that, and that's like a crime. But yeah, she's like really cute. But like she asked me, she was like, "What are you insecure of?" And I was like, I don't even think about like having insecurities anymore, because like yeah, there are some things I'm like insecure about, but they're like not that deep, you know. To me, for me to be calling them like insecurities, like they're just things that like I can fix in my life by like going to the gym, eating healthy, stuff like that. You probably guessed it. It was my weight. But yeah, I've started going to the gym, and like now I don't even think about that. So I was like, I have absolutely no insecurities anymore, which is like great. And even if like someone tries to point it out, until and unless I like know that like you're my best friend, and like you're only talking about me for like my betterment, because like I would take whatever my friends say as like a thing that they want me to improve, you know, like they're not being mean, or they're not like, they have a purpose of saying that, which is like they're close to me, and they're like, well, this is not okay, you know. And I don't mind that. I don't mind them telling that, because I do where that thing comes from, because I myself do tell them things, and that's like just for a person's betterment, all right? But like if a random person popped out on the street and goes, I think you're ugly, I don't give a shit. Like, why does your opinion even matter to me, you know? Like, now I'm so freaking confident that I can leave my house anytime I want. Like, I'm always alone. And even when I'm like in restaurants, I'm like acting a little weird. But like nobody gives a shit. Honestly, people don't even care that much. And even if they do, you're just the main character over there. That's just the thing. I do not mean being loud and being like disturbed. How do I phrase this? Or like disturb people of their peace. You know, do not do that. But like just be yourself and be nice and have fun. You know, like people won't even care about that. Hell, I think sometimes people also like it. Not that not that you have to like do anything for their validation, but it's just the thing that they're not judging you. Mostly they're not. They're like all in their own heads, like thinking about themselves. So yeah, just be free, just live your life how you want to live it. It should not be like, oh, I don't want to leave my house for this reason. I don't want to leave my house for that reason. It's just, you don't have to do that, bro. It's just like the dumbest shit ever. When you grow up and you realize that that is what you have been doing, and you just like, is something up with me? Was something literally up with me? And like, you just start to like take it into deeper shit, and then, yeah, well, that's like not cool. I'll tell you, you regret it a lot. If you miss out on stuff in your life just because you thought that you were not pretty enough to get them, you're gonna regret that. What do you mean pretty? You're not pretty enough to get that stuff. That's not it. Being pretty gives you nothing. Like, I don't want to be full of myself and being like, oh my gosh, I think I should get pretty privileged. But I've seen other people around me and I've seen how they're like so pretty. But like, what does being pretty get you? Absolutely nothing. The only reason I believe people have some things in their life is because of their hard work, not because they're pretty. So your worth is made by your brain and not by your face. The only place you can be like, maybe your face matters, it's by having boyfriends. And who the hell wants to have a boyfriend in this era? Boyfriends are not even boyfriends anymore, alright? They're like literally girlfriends, and like you have to be the boyfriend in the relationship. So that is not needed. So why do you want to be even pretty for? What kind of thing will being pretty get you? Like, you might feel pretty for yourself, but that is also a confidence key. Like, if you know how to dress yourself up, if you know how to properly do your makeup, or like if you just like do certain things that are like high maintenance, you're just automatically pretty. All right, they're not something that like, it's not a thing where you have to go around and be like, okay, maybe I should like fit in the beauty standards to be called pretty. You don't have to do that. All right, like you have to grow up. You gotta wear good clothes, you gotta smell good, you gotta look good, you gotta have a good hairstyle, and like all those things matter. But like trying to like change things about yourself, like getting surgeries, or like uh what do you call those, like trying to change your skin color, that just is not needed. Like, literally, like I've seen so many people out there who like not fitting in the beauty standards, and then you're like, wow, they're actually literally gorgeous. And these days it's so freaking common to like see literally copies of each other's. Like, everybody over there just, oh, what am I saying? Everybody, when you leave your house, you go around and you see them, and they're just like literally same. In Pakistan, I won't say that because like surgeries is not that common over here. But like my cousin who like lives outside, she's like, they literally look exactly the same. And so like, where's the beauty? There's no beauty. You're just robots looking exactly like same shit. And beauty can only, in my opinion, haha, in my opinion, beauty can only be something that's like different. All right, I like really, and I also like really love watching old movies, because like in those movies you see how everyone has different features. Like, they do not have the perfect nose, perfect eyes, perfect lips, but they're just so freaking gorgeous. All right, like, wow. I saw this movie, it was like from the early 2000s, I forgot its name, but the girl, she was so freaking gorgeous, and it was so obvious that she had not gotten any surgery done. But these days, people get surgeries done, and they like act, and like it just takes away that originality. Like, you don't even want to be watching them. You're like, oh, this is boring. Like, shut up. You can't even give expressions because you have too much work done on your face. Weird. But yeah, beauty is the differences everybody has in themselves, and you just have to enhance those differences, and it just makes you more beautiful. But yeah, that was it, guys, for the rant. It's getting so hot in here. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, there's no air for me to breathe over here right now, like it's literally so suffocating. But yeah, that was it for the podcast, everybody. I love you. Bye.